You know, you would never believe me if I told you that like a week ago this place was clean. Okay, so I got a request in my last video, which I am declaring a huge success, by the way. I actually got a request by somebody to ask me how I built it, if I can go over it, if I can explain a little bit more how it works, so on and so forth. So that's what this video is going to be. I don't know how long it's going to be, but it's going to be a video showing you guys just a little bit more in depth on what Devin didn't cover in his video and what my original video missed. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so this is my version. Obviously we have our Arduino Uno right here. This is the brain. I don't want to go too in depth in the explanation, but autofocus doesn't work because I'm recording. We have our two op amps there. I don't know how blurry this is. Okay, now that I got autofocus to cooperate, you should be able to see where everything connects to. At least on the op amp side, you should be able to. Yeah, so I'll get to the schematics in a minute. But for now, I'm just gonna show you how my circuit looks. And if you're wondering what this this orange line here is, this takes the output of the op amps and connects it directly to the output to our Arduino, which is right here. It's just a little breadboard wire, but we can get up to all this in a minute. I just realized that's not even in frame for you guys, so move the camera a little bit. Should be in frame now. And here's everything else. So we have our two power wires. That's not really doesn't really matter. We have the one output to our Arduino, which is the frequency to voltage converter output, and we have the other output, which is our op amp output. And if you see me struggling to do this, it's because I'm trying to look on the camera screen and do this at the same time, and it's not working very well. But now we can get into the frequency to voltage converter, which you can have a little bit of a look at. I'll try and get a better clip of it. Alright, my camera really does not want to allow me to get any focus or any more close than this, so you're gonna have to deal with this. And actually, we'll go over the schematics, and I can actually I will show you why this looks how it does. But for now, the most important thing is you understand. For now, the most important thing to understand is that you want these two outputs. They don't have to be this color, by the way. When you make your circuit, they will almost exactly be a different color. That did not get said the way I wanted it to. And these are the power wires. And if you're wondering why I have these gray ones right here, these just link the two sides of the breadboard here, so that when I connect power to this side, it goes to this side, so that I didn't have to worry about trying to plug the entire circuit into one side of the breadboard. I could use both. Okay, so the links to all of these will be down in the description below. But some kind people have created some diagrams that are very, very easy to follow. I will leave a link to, again, all of these, and these are relatively easy to follow. The one that I mainly paid attention to was this one, because this one's very easy to look at. It's a lot easier than like the actual schematic that Akir on the Discord server came up with. I actually don't know if this is his creation, but I know it was pinned by him in the Discord. So yeah, credit to whoever made this. But for now, we're just going to stick to looking at this, and I can explain relatively how it works. Alright, so I'm going to do this with my mouse cursor, so we can explain just a bit better and a bit clearer. So we will start over here with the frequency to voltage converter, okay? So you're going to want to make sure that your transistor, on the transistor you're going to notice that there's a flat face and a round face. and that's just going to pick the orientation that you plug things into, because you don't want to plug the wrong thing into the wrong pin of your transistor, like the collector. You don't want, just without getting too complicated, you don't want to plug it in wrong. I don't think it'll break it, it just won't work right. So you just want to avoid that and make sure it's in the right orientation. So if you look at it, you can kind of see how there's the flat face and then it's rounded. So you're going to want to make sure that when you see the flat face, you're plugging that into like this is very complicated to explain on a very simplified level. It's not terribly confusing to understand, but at the same time, I can see how for a beginner it could be quite complicated. So basically all you need to understand is that you just need to get this this image up, and you're gonna want to connect everything. So I did not do this. This is a mess, okay? So for example, okay, you need to connect the LM358 to ground, or pin 3 to ground through a resistor. Just take the resistor, and instead of doing this, just put the resistor to ground, man. I don't know why the person who created this did it like this, because it can still confuse beginners, and these are all designed for beginners to follow, but you know, I guess it's whatever. Now this is also very simple to follow, as it just tells you how to connect things. The real complicated part is a bunch of random things on the page, like these things up here, and I think this is the Arduino, but it looks really weird. So the only thing on this page that I paid attention to was the op-amp circuit, and I built this exactly. This is exactly how I built it, and then I went over here and I built this, and then I just connected the two together, and then so this is the big diagram for the frequency to voltage converter. This is made by Math Science Notes, and it's a genius design. I want to give credit to them again, but they did a fantastic job creating this circuit. It's relatively easy to follow. The inputs here, the input from your microphone, or in this case the boosted audio, is here, and obviously the supply voltage, and then you get your voltage out over here. So if you're interested in how this circuit works, you can go to Math Science Notes and figure this out, but if you don't really care, just build this and build these, connect the two together, and you should be off to the races. Alright, so as you can see, we have the data pin, pitch pin, and bright pin, all of which are going to be very, very essential to the way that this works, okay? Alright, I just did a bit of rearranging, and I moved the Arduino over here. I plugged the red and black wires, which correspond to positive and negative over here, into 5 volts and ground. And now we are just going to do exactly what the code tells us to, and we're going to take this connector here, which is the frequency to voltage converter, and we're going to plug that into A4. So you need to find A4 on your Arduino, plug it in just like that, and we're now going to take the boosted audio signal that you got from your amplifiers, and you're going to plug that into A0, just like so. Okay, now you should have everything connected to the Arduino that needs to be connected other than your LEDs, okay? And now, in case you're brand new to WS2812B RGB LEDs, I don't know why I felt the need to say the whole name, but in case you are new to them, you do need a ground pin over here for them. I mean, it can be this one over here, but you do need a ground pin for them, so I would watch out for that. And you also need to connect them to a PWM pin. So in the code, you'll notice that he used digital pin 6, if my camera will ever focus. he used digital pin 6. So if you are also new to Arduino, you're going to need to recognize pretty quickly that over here these are analog pins and these are digital pins. PWM pins. So you can see some of them have squiggly lines next to the number. So 6 will be one of them. My camera is not focused, but 6 is one of them. And so that's why we're using 6, is because the WS2812s require a PWM signal for you to tell the LEDs what to do. So you're going to need to connect to digital pin, one of the digital pins that is a PWM pin. So I think it is 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. Any of those, you're going to need to connect those to your LEDs. And then you are going to connect the ground wire to your Arduino so that they have a common ground. That should be everything you need to connect to your Arduino other than your computer. But I recommend before you start doing any of this, you should upload the code. I should probably put that earlier in the video. I might do that in editing. But yeah, so you upload the code to this thing so you don't have to screw with it later. You can just deal with it and then you start plugging everything in. I'm not going to connect any LEDs to it right now because the only ones that I have access to right now are on my wall. The other ones are in my storage cabinets, which I can't get to right now. So yeah, we're not going to do that. Okay guys, that is going to conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. Join my Discord down below. I will answer as fast as I can. I will try and answer your questions to the best of my knowledge as well, so that we can get you guys having this. Because honestly, I've been listening to music while I play games with my friends. So on and so forth, and it's just absolutely fantastic. So if you guys have any questions and you want help building this or pretty much anything, yeah, hit me up. I will answer as fast as I can. But without further ado, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe for more. See you guys in the later.